Hey, I can't wait to see what's going to happen with Opal and her new friends. Chapter 9. Just about everything that happened to me that summer happened because of Winn-Dixie. For instance, without him, I never would have met Gloria Dump. He was the one who introduced us. So the title of the book is Because of Winn-Dixie, and now we know where the author got that from this sentence. Just about everything that happened to me that summer happened because of Winn-Dixie. What happened was this. I was riding my bike home from Gertrude's Pets, and Winn-Dixie was running along beside me. We went past Dunlap and Stevie Dewberry's house. And when Dunlap and Stevie saw me, they got on their bikes and started to follow me. They wouldn't ride with me, they rode behind me and then whispered things. Things that I couldn't hear. Neither of them had any hair on their head because their mama shaved their heads every week during the summer because of the one time that Dunlap got fleas in his hair from their cat, Sadie. And now they looked like two identical bald-headed babies, even though they weren't twins. Dunlap was 10 years old like me, and Stevie was 9 and tall for his age. "I can hear you," I hollered back at them. "I can hear what you're saying." But I really couldn't. Winn-Dixie started to race ahead of me. "You better watch out. That dog is headed straight for the witch's house." "Winn-Dixie," I called. Sorry, the camera keeps moving. But he kept on going faster and hopped over a gate and went over into the most overgrown jungle of a yard that I had ever seen. "You better get your dog out of there," Dunlap said. "That witch is going to eat that dog," Stevie said. "Shut up," I told them. I got off my bike and went up to the gate and hollered, "Winn-Dixie, you better come out of there." But he didn't. "She's probably eating him right now," Stevie said. He and Dunlap were standing behind me. "She eats dogs all the time." "Get lost, you two bald-headed babies," I said. "Hey," said Dunlap, "that ain't a nice way for a preacher's daughter to talk," and he and Stevie backed off a little. I stood there and thought for a minute. I finally decided that I was more afraid of losing Winn-Dixie than I was of having to deal with a dog-eating witch. So I went through the gate and into the yard. "That witch is going to eat that dog for dinner and you for dessert," Stevie said. "Hey, we'll tell the preacher what happened to you," Dunlap shouted after me. But then I was deep in the jungle, and there was every kind of thing growing everywhere. There were flowers and vegetables and trees and vines. "Winn-Dixie," I said. I heard, "This dog sure likes to eat." I went around a really big tree all covered in moss, and there was Winn-Dixie. He was eating something right out of the witch's hand. She looked up at me. "This dog sure likes peanut butter," she said. "You can always trust a dog that likes peanut butter." She was old with crinkly brown skin. She had on a big floppy hat with flowers all over it. And she didn't have any teeth. But she didn't look like a witch. She looked nice, and Winn-Dixie liked her. I could tell. I'm sorry he got in your garden," I said. "You ain't got to be sorry," she said. "I enjoy a little company." "My name's Opal," I told her. "My name's Gloria Dump. Ain't that a terrible last name? Dump." "My last name is Baloney," I said. "Sometimes the kids at school back in Watley called me lunch meat." "Ha!" Gloria laughed. "What about the dog? What do you call him?" "Winn-Dixie," I said. Winn-Dixie thumped his tail on the ground, and he tried smiling, but it was hard with his mouth full of peanut butter. "Winn-Dixie," Gloria said. "You mean like the grocery store?" "Yes, ma'am," I said. "Hoo-wee! That takes the strange name prize, don't it?" "Yes, ma'am," I said. "I was just fixing to make myself a peanut butter sandwich," she said. "You want one?" "All right." I said, "Yes, please." "Go on and sit down," she said, pointing to a lawn chair with the back all busted out of it, "but sit down careful." I sat down careful, and Gloria Dump made me a peanut butter sandwich on white bread. Then she made one for herself and put her false teeth in to eat it. When she was done, she said to me, "You know, my eyes ain't too good at all anymore. I can't see nothing but the general shape of things, so I gotta rely on my heart. Why don't you go on and tell me everything about yourself so I can see you with my heart?" And because Winn-Dixie was looking up at her like she was the best thing he'd ever seen, and because the peanut butter sandwich had been good, hello, my page just changed. There we go. We're back to the correct page now. And because I'd been waiting for a long time to tell some person everything about me. I did. And that's where chapter 9 ends. I'm going to read chapter 10 in just a few minutes. I'm going to do a separate reading for that. I will see you all soon. Miss you.